In the journey of life, we are all travelers on a road that is filled with beauty, uncertainty, and inevitable obstacles. The ancient teachings of Zen remind us that the path itself is the destination, and the obstacles we face are not barriers meant to defeat us, but lessons that help us grow. In this talk, we will explore how to embrace obstacles, learn from them, and achieve personal growth. Zen teaches that true transformation comes not from forcing our way through challenges, but from shifting our perspective, living fully in the present moment, and finding inner peace even in difficult times. In learning to see obstacles as opportunities, we gain the power to shape our destiny. Let's delve into how we can apply these teachings to overcome the obstacles in our lives. 1. Accepting the reality of obstacles. In life, obstacles are inevitable. They come in many forms: difficult relationships, professional setbacks, health issues, financial challenges, or even the inner turmoil of fear and self-doubt. One of the core teachings of Zen is the idea of acceptance. Acceptance does not mean passive resignation or giving up. Instead, it means acknowledging the reality of what is before us without resistance or denial. In Zen, there is a famous story about a student who asked his master, "How can I find peace?" The master responded, "When hungry, eat. When tired, sleep." The student was confused and said, "Is it that simple?" The master replied, "Yes, but most people are not present in the moment. They are hungry and they think of their problems. They are tired and they worry about tomorrow." This simple teaching speaks to the power of acceptance. By accepting the present moment and the obstacles within it, we are able to see clearly and respond more effectively. Acceptance does not mean we want or enjoy the difficulties. It means we acknowledge them as part of our journey. Only by accepting what is can we find the clarity and strength to move forward. 2. Seeing obstacles as teachers. Zen teaches us that every experience in life, including challenges, is an opportunity for learning and growth. Obstacles are not stumbling blocks, but stepping stones that teach us valuable lessons. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, we can view them as opportunities for self-discovery. There is a Zen saying, "The obstacle is the path." This means that the challenges we face are not separate from our journey. They are an integral part of it. Each obstacle is an opportunity to look within, to grow stronger, to learn more about ourselves, and to develop resilience. Personal growth comes not from avoiding difficulties, but from facing them with courage and an open heart. For example, when we encounter a difficult person in our lives, we can choose to react with anger or frustration, or we can see this person as a teacher, someone who helps us develop patience, compassion, or understanding. Every obstacle presents us with a choice: to become bitter or to become better. 3. Letting go of attachment to outcomes. One of the greatest sources of suffering is our attachment to specific outcomes. We often create expectations for how things should be, and when reality does not align with those expectations, we feel frustrated, disappointed, or defeated. Zen teaches us to let go of attachment to outcomes and instead focus on the process. Imagine you are trying to climb a mountain. If you are only focused on reaching the summit, you may miss the beauty of the journey, the fresh air, the sound of birds, the feeling of the earth beneath your feet. In the same way, if we are overly fixated on a specific outcome, we may miss the growth and learning that happen along the way. Letting go does not mean we stop setting goals or striving for improvement. It means that we release our rigid attachment to how things must unfold. We do our best and trust that whatever happens is part of our journey. This attitude brings a sense of freedom and peace, even in the face of challenges. 4. Embracing the power of the present moment. Zen places great emphasis on the present moment. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. All we truly have is the present. When we face obstacles, our minds often drift to the past. Why did this happen? Or to the future. What if I can't overcome this? This tendency to dwell on what was or worry about what will be can make obstacles seem insurmountable. The key to overcoming obstacles is to bring our attention back to the present moment. When we are fully present, we are better able to respond to challenges with clarity and wisdom. The present moment is where our power lies. A Zen master once said, "You cannot stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." In other words, we cannot always control the external circumstances of our lives, but we can control how we respond. By staying present, we can navigate even the most turbulent waters with grace and resilience. 5. Cultivating a beginner's mind. In Zen, there is a concept known as Shoshin, or beginner's mind. This refers to having an attitude of openness, curiosity, and lack of preconceptions, even when dealing with familiar challenges. When we face obstacles, it is easy to fall into old patterns of thinking, believing that we already know the outcome or that we are incapable of overcoming the challenge. A beginner's mind allows us to see obstacles in a new light. Instead of approaching challenges with a fixed mindset, we approach them with curiosity. What is this obstacle trying to teach me? How can I approach this situation differently? With a beginner's mind, we are open to new possibilities and creative solutions. Cultivating a beginner's mind also means letting go of the need to be perfect. Personal growth is not about always getting it right. It is about being willing to learn, make mistakes, and try again. When we embrace a beginner's mind, we become more adaptable and resilient in the face of obstacles. 6. Practicing mindfulness and meditation. One of the most powerful tools for overcoming obstacles is the practice of mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness helps us become aware of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions without judgment. When faced with a challenge, it is natural to feel fear, frustration, or anger. Mindfulness allows us to observe these emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Through meditation, we learn to quiet the mind and connect with our inner source of strength and wisdom. In moments of stillness, we can gain insight into the nature of our obstacles and find the clarity needed to move forward. Meditation is not about escaping our problems. It is about facing them with a calm and centered mind. A simple mindfulness practice is to take a few deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed by an obstacle. Focus on the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your body. This helps bring your attention back to the present moment and creates a sense of space between you and the challenge. In this space, you can respond with greater clarity and wisdom. 7. Taking action with courage and compassion. Zen teaches us that insight alone is not enough. We must also take action. Overcoming obstacles requires both inner reflection and outer action. Once we have accepted the reality of an obstacle, learned from it, let go of attachment, and found our center through mindfulness, it is time to take courageous action. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means acting in spite of fear. When we take small, consistent steps toward our goals, even when we feel uncertain or afraid, we build confidence and resilience. Each step, no matter how small, brings us closer to overcoming the obstacle. It is also important to act with compassion, both for ourselves and for others. Personal growth is not a linear path, and we will inevitably face setbacks along the way. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would a friend facing a similar challenge. Remember that everyone faces obstacles, and we are all doing our best with the knowledge and resources we have. 8. Finding strength in community. While the journey of personal growth is ultimately an individual one, we are not meant to walk the path alone. Zen emphasizes the importance of community, or sangha. When facing obstacles, it can be incredibly helpful to seek support from others who understand and share our journey. Whether it is friends, family, mentors, or a spiritual community, connecting with others can provide encouragement, perspective, and a sense of belonging. Sometimes, simply sharing our struggles with someone who listens with compassion can lighten the burden we carry. We are reminded that we are not alone, and that others have faced and overcome similar challenges. In conclusion, in Zen, there is a deep appreciation for the impermanence and interconnectedness of all things. Obstacles, like all experiences, are transient. They come and go, but the growth and wisdom we gain from facing them remain with us. Each obstacle is a gift, an opportunity to learn more about ourselves, to develop resilience, and to move closer to our true potential. Overcoming obstacles is not about eliminating all difficulties from our lives. It is about transforming our relationship with them. By accepting challenges, seeing them as teachers, letting go of attachment, staying present, cultivating a beginner's mind, practicing mindfulness, taking courageous action, and finding strength in community, we can turn obstacles into opportunities for profound personal growth. As you continue on your journey, remember the words of the Zen master: "The obstacle is the path." Embrace each challenge as a stepping stone on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. The road may not always be easy, but it is rich with lessons, beauty, and the promise of transformation. Trust in the process. Take each step with mindfulness and courage, and know that every obstacle you face is an opportunity to grow.